Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelenskyy says a presidential election could be held in his country within 3 months if balloting could be made safe during wartime. According to Associated Press, he told reporters late Tuesday that he was ready for an election but would need help from the US and possibly Europe to ensure security for a vote to happen. He also suggested that Ukraine could be ready to hold balloting in 60 to 90 days if that proviso is met. His comments, made to journalists on a flight from Italy to Poland, came after US President Donald Trump questioned Ukraine's democracy and suggested the Ukrainian leader was using the war as an excuse not to hold an election. Previously, Zelenskiy had pointed out that a ballot could not legally take place while martial law imposed due to Russia's invasion nearly 4 years ago is in place. He also asked how a vote could happen when civilian areas of Ukraine were being bombarded by Russia and almost 20% of the country was under Russian occupation. During his conversation with reporters, Zelensky also indicated that Ukrainian officials were expected to hand their latest peace proposals to US negotiators on Wednesday.
Передусім, хочу сказати, що я це питання не обговорював. Друге, питання виборів України, мені здається, передусім залежить від нашого народу. І це питання народу України, а не народу інших держав. При всій повазі до наших партнерів. Скажу відверто, що до виборів я готовий. Якщо стоїть питання, що я чув такі натяки, що ми чіпляємось за владу, або я особисто за крісло президента, і тому я чіпляюсь за це, і тому не закінчується війна. Це, якщо чесно, це абсолютно неадекватна історія. Для того, щоб провести вибори, є два питання. Передусім безпека, як це провести, як це зробити під ударами, під ракетами, щодо наших військових, питання, як вони будуть голосувати. Так як це питання сьогодні піднімає президент Сполучених Штатів Америки, наші партнери, я відповім дуже коротко. Дивіться, я готовий до виборів. Мало того, я прошу зараз, і заявляю це відкрито, Сполучені Штати Америки допомогти мені. Можна разом з європейськими колегами забезпечити безпеку для проведення виборів. І тоді наступні 60-90 днів Україна буде готова до проведення виборів. І я особисто маю на це волю і готовність. Передусім, я читав багато різних варіантів цього плану. Ми працюємо, ми змінюємо, ми в щоденному контакті, як з нашими групами, тепер вже з європейцями, зі Сполученими Штатами Америки. Сьогодні я був в контакті з Карні, прем'єр-міністром Канади. Це наші також дуже хороші партнери. Найближчим часом у нас є робота на рівні NSA – Україна, Європа, Сполучені Штати Америки. Ці зустрічі будуть відбуватись і кроки майже щодень. Ми будемо проговорювати гарантії безпеки. Я це хочу включатися, якщо чесно, особисто.
The Royal Navy is rolling out a new tactic to counter Russian submarine activity in the North Atlantic. A fleet of autonomous undersea gliders designed to patrol deep waters for months at a time while silently listening for hostile movement, according to program lead Katie Ray on the BBC. The SG-1 Fathom glider is already operating at depth, monitoring and listening for potential adversaries in waters around the United Kingdom. The system is aimed squarely at shadowing adversaries like Russian submarines suspected of operating covertly in or near British waters and working with intelligence vessels to map the UK's critical network of seabed cables and energy pipelines, United 24 Media says. The Fathom glider, built by European defence firm Helsing, moves by altering buoyancy and riding hydrodynamic forces rather than propellers, allowing it to travel long distances in a distant, sawtooth motion across a programmed range of depths. Its onboard sensors collect data continuously, processing acoustic information with AI software trained on decades of submarine detection records. Ray noted the system identifies threats faster than we were ever able to before. If trials prove successful, Fathom gliders are expected to become part of Atlantic Bastion Britain's emerging network of autonomous drones, warships, and patrol aircraft built to protect seabed infrastructure and tighten surveillance across the North Atlantic. The UK Ministry of Defence calls Atlantic Bastion a direct response to the sharp rise in Russian undersea activity. Government figures suggest the number of Russian vessels posing a risk to British waters has climbed 30% over the past 2 years. The warning comes as British lawmakers sound alarms. In September, the Parliamentary Committee on National Security Strategy said it was not confident in the UK's ability to protect underwater cables and cautioned that a sabotage event could trigger catastrophic disruption to Britain's financial and communications systems. Last month, the Russian intelligence ship Yantar, long suspected of mapping undersea infrastructure, pointed lasers at British pilots monitoring its movements near UK waters. Defence Secretary John Healey condemned the behaviour as extremely dangerous and confirmed Yantar has repeatedly entered and exited the UK's exclusive economic zone. During a recent visit to Portsmouth, Healey underscored that investing in new technology is now a matter of urgency. This is about staying ahead of the Russians, he said on board XV Patrick Blackett, the Royal Navy's experimental technology test ship. A display of new systems, including a remotely operated surface craft, a prototype of Proteus, the Royal Navy's first unmanned helicopter, and Excalibur, a 12-meter, 19-ton autonomous submarine launched for trials this year. We know they are mapping our cables, our networks, and our pipelines, and we know they are constantly developing new capabilities to put them at risk, Healey said. Alongside a newly signed cooperation with Norway under the Lunar House Agreement, aimed at jointly hunting Russian submarines and defending critical subsea assets, officials stressed that timing is crucial as maritime competition moves further below the surface. Earlier, Britain began developing a new Atlantic surveillance drone network designed to detect submarines and strengthen maritime intelligence operations amid rising concerns over Russian espionage and undersea activity.